Could you spare a dime for a poor old sexy woman like me?
What is up, all my oblong offset Ouroboros? Den here. It's that time again, my little reptiles. And this time we're doing the famous offset guitar tier list. We're talking Jaguars. We're talking Jazzmasters. What defines an offset guitar? The way it was described to me is that it's an offset guitar when these two cutouts on the sides of your guitar are offset. You already know the rules. We're ranking the guitars themselves, not the people that made these guitars famous. I probably didn't catch every one of them, so if I missed your favorite, go down there and leave it in the comments. Yeah, I don't really want to dilly-dally for this one, so let's get into it. With me today, I have 20 of some of the most famous offset guitars in existence that I could find on the internet. And today we're categorizing these guitars by how I think they would smell. You know, you can just see something and you can be like, yeah, I'm gonna like how that smells. Alternatively, you could also be like, yeah, that's gonna be the worst thing I've ever smelt in my life. So our S tier for today is going to be That Perfume She Wears. You guys should know what I'm talking about. Well, actually, maybe not. I forgot the male loneliness epidemic was a thing, and it is a prison of your own making. But if you know, you know. You got a girl in your life, she's got that perfume, you know what it smells like, and you know what it does to you, and that's why you know it belongs in S tier. And then in A tier, we have I Am Inhaling. It's a good smell. Maybe not as good as the perfume that she wears, but it is still a good smell. And then our B tier is going to be A Pleasant Sniff. Maybe it's not as intoxicating as the first two tiers, but it is still, as it says, a pleasant sniff. And then our C tier, which is usually our mid tier, is gonna be It Smells Like Space, the base smell of the universe, because that's what most of the universe is, it's just space. And apparently that smells like steak. So if I say your favorite offset guitar smells like steak, it's not really a compliment, it's not really an insult either. However, if I did want to be a little insulting, then I would put your favorite guitar in the D tier today, which is going to be Cabbage. Really, I'm just ripping off that one scene from Goldmember where Mini-Me walks up to Austin Powers' dad, and then his dad notices, and he's like, oh, I thought I smelled cabbage. And then, of course, our F tier is going to be Objectively Stinky. Like those people who smell like death after they chuff back a fat dart. And we're gonna start off with what just might be the most famous offset guitar in existence. Kurt Cobain's Fender Jaguar. Oh my God. So loud. And as we all know, he was a lefty, so it was a left-handed Jaguar. And it's a Fender Jaguar, so it's got a bunch of different knobs and dials and light switches on this thing. I really like that it comes with dual humbuckers, and especially that they're double cream humbuckers. Those are sick. So when I look at Kurt Cobain's Jaguar, or really any tobacco burst guitar, I always feel like they smell like an old hotel in Las Vegas. But not in a bad way, like in a good way. You know how a second ago I was saying some people smell really bad after they smoke a cigarette? Well, there's some people that smell really good after they smoke a cigarette. And it's Kurt Cobain's Jaguar. It's probably the most famous offset guitar in existence, so I think it's fair if we put it into the category named after That Perfume She Wears. Up next, we have Mr. Alex Wade of Whitechapel fame. And we have his signature LTD XJ 7-string with an Evertune. If a guitar is a baritone 7-string that comes with an Evertune, that's a win right there, my friends. Yeah, single volume knob, single pickup. I am gonna be inhaling whatever this guitar smells like, because it smells like That Perfume She Wears. Up next, we have Mr. Elvis Costello and his Fender Jazzmaster. So it's like a natural wood finish, but it's like a really dark wood, and his looks pretty like weathered and aged. And we all know how I feel about them beat up relic guitars. I feel like it would smell like space. Like you just look at that thing and you're like, yeah, that thing would smell like a steak. So I think it belongs in Smells Like Space. Up next, we have Mr. Kevin Shields, one of the guitar players for My Bloody Valentine, and his red Jazzmaster. So this Jazzmaster that he's playing right here looks a little bit different to his signature. I mean, really, it just has a different pickguard, and I really like it with the red pickguard. It is a guitar that I think would be a pleasant sniff. Moving on, we have Miss Belinda Butcher, the other guitar player in My Bloody Valentine. And she is more known for playing this really sparkly red Fender Mustang. And I couldn't really find pictures of just this guitar. It's like a more glittery red with a brighter but still glittery red pickguard. I mean, it's on brand for My Bloody Valentine. This is another guitar that I think would be a pleasant sniff. Moving up next, we have Mr. Mike Stringer from Spirit Box and his signature Aristides offsets. So Mike Stringer is one of, if not my favorite, modern guitar player. He plays like a machine. It's insane watching him play. Like every movement is just so precise and accurate, and it looks like he's not even trying. It's so cool. And the thing about Aristides guitars is they are not made out of wood. They are made out of a proprietary material that the owners created called Arium. Apparently it's super light, it's super resonant, super durable. It's like the perfect guitar making material besides wood. And I'm saying that because even though I've never played one, everyone who has cannot shut the fuck up about them. I think it's called like the STX or something. It's really just a shape, and then from there you can customize it. This is like a pretty bare bones version, but you can also get something that's more like this. And honestly, I feel like any Aristides guitar would smell like that perfume she wears. Trucking right along, we are still on the modern metal guitar players, because a lot of modern metal guys, they use offsets. And another one of those is Mr. Lee Malia of Bring Me the Horizon, and his signature Jackson Surfcaster. It's a really sweet looking guitar. It's got a humbucker in the bridge and then a P90 that is shaped like a humbucker in the neck. That's a good looking guitar, I can't lie. I think it would be a good smell. It would be a smell that I would be inhaling. Moving on, we have Mr. Tom York from Radiohead. And this guy likes his Jazzmasters. He's got quite a few of them, but I picked this one that's white with a red pickguard just because I like the way it looks. I like that it's more of like a cream white, not a like blistering white. And even though I'm not the biggest fan of red, I think this red pickguard is a nice little touch. I feel like this guitar would smell like white chocolate, and that is a pleasant sniff. Up next is a regular on these tier lists. It is Mr. Jim Root once again from Slipknot, this time with his signature Fender Jazzmaster. I like his Telecaster, I really like his Strat, and I really like his Jazzmasters. And this is the 4th version specifically of his signature Fender Jazzmaster, and I really like this version with the Zebra EMG pickups. This guitar looks like an Apple Store, so I feel like it would have a very clean, nice smell, and it would be a smell that I would be inhaling. We are back to our boy, Mr. Kurt Cobain, because he also had a Fender Mustang that he was quite fond of. So in the neck, there is a offset Telecaster pickup, it appears, and then the bridge pickup appears to be a Seymour Duncan humbucker, which is nice. Oh, it's also got like the big 70s headstock too. That's sick. I feel like this guitar would smell like Easter candy, and Easter candy is a pretty pleasant sniff, so that is where that guitar is going. Moving on to yet another Jazzmaster. This is a really low quality photo, but I couldn't find many pictures of them playing these guitars because they don't play them anymore. But this is Mr. Eric Bickerstaff from my other favorite modern metal band, Loathe. Yeah, Spiritbox and Loathe have had me by the schnutz for a few years at this point. Loathe especially, oh my god, dude. I Let It In and It Took Everything is not only an incredibly hard album name, but it is a masterpiece of an album as well. Now, the thing about Loathe is they use 30-inch baritone guitars, or bass sixes, if you will. So you can downtune them to sound heavier than a black hole. And when they first started, they were using the Squier 30-inch baritone Jazzmasters that came in this really cool Antigua finish. These guitars easily smell like that perfume she wears. I want one, and I'm jealous of everyone who has one. Looking at you, Xander. But Mr. Eric Bickerstaff was not the only guitar player in Loathe. They actually had a second guitarist for quite a long time, and his name was Connor Sweeney. Now, he also played one of those Antigua Jazzmasters, I believe. But there's another offset guitar that he played in a few of their guitar playthroughs, and that is the Gear for Music Sub-Zero 30-inch baritone offset. This is a really affordable guitar too. They're like $200. You can get them in this like iced tea burst, or you can get them in white with a maple neck. I don't think I like this guitar as much as the Squier Antigua ones. However, I would still be inhaling because it's gotta smell good. Moving right along, we have Mr. Lee Ronaldo from Sonic Youth. And as you can see in this picture, he's playing what looks like, it could be a cream one or it could even be a pink one, but that's not the one we're gonna look at. Instead, we're gonna look at his old signature Jazzmaster, which I really like. This thing is sick. I would own this guitar right now if I could. Very nice blue finish. I am a sucker for anything blue, but it also being dual humbuckers instead of the Jazzmaster pickups, that's another big plus for me. I love the way this guitar looks. Lee Ronaldo's signature Fender Jazzmaster is also going into the That Perfume She Wears category. And of course, we have the other guitar player in Sonic Youth, Mr. Thurston Moore. That is a crazy name. Imagine if your first name was Thurston. I kind of like it, actually. I also really like his Jazzmaster as well. because his is beat to piss. I love me an old, grungly, beat up guitar. I think they look so goddamn cool. I guess we'll put it in the I am inhaling category, even though I want to put it in S tier. Actually, it's my tier list. I have free will. I can do what I want. It goes in the That Perfume She Wears category, actually. And now here we have Mr. Robert Smith from The Cure and his Jazzmaster, which is again a more white one with a red pickguard, even though this one seems like it's a lot brighter of a white. It's also got a single coil in the middle, which I just noticed. Yeah, I think this is the version that he's playing in this picture. I mean, that's a cool looking Jazzmaster. However, I look at this photo and don't get good smelling vibes from it. So I think this is going to be the first Jazzmaster we put into the cabbage category, because I don't know, man. I look at that picture and I don't think it smells good. I'm sorry. Now, Thurston Moore also had a signature Fender Jazzmaster at one point, and it's very much like the blue one, except this time it has Jazzmaster pickups and it's a nice green finish, and I really like the way this guitar looks too. This guitar also goes into That Perfume She Wears. Moving on, we have Mr. Johnny Marr from the Smiths and his Fender Jaguar. Now, he's got a couple different ones, like this one right here that's like a granite stone sparkly finish. But the one we are going to look at is his signature one. I don't really like the two single coils, but hey, you need single coils sometimes. I won't deny that. It's a good looking guitar. I think Johnny Marr's signature Jaguar would be a pleasant sniff. Mr. Misha Mansour and his custom-made Jackson Surfcasters that are 30-inch baritones. These are so goddamn cool. So Misha Mansour is one of the guitar players in Periphery, very progressive modern metal band. So the first one is this shell pink one that looks really cool because it's also relic. It's like there's a black undercoat and it's just worn away over time. They've also got these really sweet flame maple necks on them. I wish Jackson would sack up and make production 30-inch baritones because they look so cool. There's like this like olive green one as well. Same thing, it's got like heavy relicing where your arm rests. His newest one, which is my favorite, is this Sonic Daphne blue one that's a 30-inch baritone. It has an Evertune, and that's got really cool versions of his signature bare knuckle pickups. And again, this one also has a really nice flame maple neck. These easily smell like That Perfume She Wears. All three of them. They're all going up here. The first of the last three goobers we have to look at, it's Troy Van Leeuwen from Queens of the Stone Age. He actually currently has a signature Fender guitar, which looks really cool, I can't lie. I like the red headstock, that's a nice little addition. It looks a lot like the Jazzmaster that the guy from My Bloody Valentine uses. I think Mr. Troy Van Leeuwen's Jazzmasters would also be a pleasant sniff. Our penultimate subject we are going to look at today is once again Mike Stringer from Spiritbox. So Mike Stringer pretty much only exclusively plays his Aristides now, and then when he first got started, he was really only playing Aristides. But there's a few years in between that to where he had a little deal with Jackson going on, and these are two of the three that they made for him, I believe. And again, they're Jackson Surfcasters. These are 26.5-inch baritone 7 strings that come with Evertunes. So yeah, there's this cream white one, there's this red one that's reliced, and then there was also this green one that they made him. Obviously, these would also smell like That Perfume She Wears. Our last contestant is gonna be Miss Saint Vincent and her signature, whatever the heck this guitar is called. It's a trip, I tell you what. So here's what the guitar looks like, and boy, that is something, I tell you what. I mean, Saint Vincent seems like a pretty cool critter, but that guitar is something else, man. It's certainly one of the guitars of all time. I look at this picture of Saint Vincent, and I don't think she smells bad, but when I look at that guitar, it might smell like cabbage. I don't think it'd be objectively stinky. I don't think I'm that mean. That is going to conclude yet another famous guitar tier list, this time of offset guitars. I thought I would encounter at least one that I thought would be objectively stinky, but I guess not. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed our famous offset tier list. Oh, I forgot to answer questions. I'll only answer like 2 or 3. Also, yeah, if you guys wanted to ask a question, you could go down there and ask a question. Just curious, where did your interest in knives come from? Asking because I'm a Counter-Strike addict, so I like them too. For those of you that are only here for the guitar stuff, I used to make balisong or butterfly knife videos, so that's where that question's coming from. And the way I got into butterfly knives was the first time I saw one was in the movie Kick-Ass, and from there I looked up what butterfly knives were, and that's how I found the Team Fortress 2 spy video. And then I also found this one guy, his name was Dave Fettig. He was like way ahead of the game when it comes to butterfly knife flipping and doing tricks. And I also just kind of got like autistically obsessed with the way butterfly knives look, so that just kind of hooked my interest even more. Yeah, I never really actually cared that much that they were knives. I was more into it for like the fidgety, like trick aspect of it. What's your favorite hot PAF style replacement pickup? I'm thinking of switching out the burst buckers in my Les Paul. I haven't actually swapped any of the passive pickups out in my guitars. I've only swapped out active pickups. However, if I was gonna get an aftermarket set of passive pickups, I really want to try the DiMarzio Fortitude pickups. It's like a PAF, but it's a little hotter, and I've heard nothing but good things about it. What is for you the guitar that got away? The one that got away for me was an ESP Eclipse Standard 2 in Distressed Honeyburst. Earlier this year, one popped up at my local guitar center. Yeah, they said they were gonna hold it for me, and they didn't, and someone else bought it. I think it was one of the employees that bought it, actually. Who are all YouTube guitarists that you would say you watch the most often? It's hard to list them all, because I watch a lot of them, and I don't want to leave someone out. I like Taylor Danley, I like Trogley, I like Six String TV, I like Aggiefish. I think I've watched Aggiefish the longest. I watched that guy since he like first started. Like when any new guitar that I'm interested in gets released, I kind of just watch like everyone's video that makes a video about it. Yeah, there's a lot. I watch a lot of Ola. I really like Ola's content. I haven't watched him that much recently, but I used to watch a lot of Phil McKnight. I used to do a thing where I'd play video games and I'd listen to the Know Your Gear podcast in the background. And the only reason I stopped doing that is just because I haven't really played video games lately. Yeah, I know there's more, and I know I'm leaving out people, and I'm really sorry. Those are just the ones that came to my mind first. Thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. I really hope you enjoyed. As always, go down there and leave a comment. Give me your thoughts and opinions. I love to hear what you guys say. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you smack the bajonkles out of that like button, share the video around, and if you regularly watch my channel and you haven't already subscribed, then I'm gonna offset you from life. Big shout out and a thank you to Cosmic Steez, A Horse Running, Solar Flare, Rob Heath, Bad Joe Guitars, Brandon's Battle Song Corner, Bandage Knives, Jan Chocolate, Leagues Beneath, Scott Toman, Big Tills, Torch of Hope, Mr. Crazy, Ollie Gilbert, and Dimitris Churush. These stinky mamas are my current channel members, and their support really does mean a lot. If you want to join them, get a shout out in my longer videos, get access to the members only videos, and just help support this channel in a bigger way, then you can go down there, click the join button. Tiers start as low as 3 schmeckles. Then there's also the super thanks button down there if you just want to give me some money. But I am done being a tool. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.